What do you think the students are the most upset about? The fact that Joe is no longer the football coach here, the fact that they didn't like the way it was handled? What's really upset the student body?
I think it's a combination of everything. I mean, the fact that Joe Paterno was fired via a telephone call. I mean, the guy's been here for 66 years. You don't fire a guy through a telephone call, and I think that's what is really upsetting the students the most. I mean, it's not only that they're losing Joe Paterno, the most legendary coach of all time, they're losing a legend in probably one of the worst ways they could ever do it.
Obviously, we were able to hear what the trustees had to say in their press conference. We weren't privy to what they said before they opened those doors. From your perspective, is it possible for the student body to understand where they're coming from in making this decision?
Yeah, I've seen people. I mean, people understand what they were doing. I mean, they understand. Obviously, Grant Spanier. A lot of people were against Grant Spanier for the past couple of weeks. They understand that they need a clean house. They wanted a clean house. I think it's just the way they went about it. I mean, I think the thing that's all forgotten in here is Jerry Sandusky. To tell you the truth, a lot of the people are putting a lot of the responsibility on Joe Paterno when he's only the guy that maybe didn't say something, and it was Jerry Sandusky allegedly who did the horrendous acts.
From a student's perspective, what would have been the best way to handle this?
Personally, I would have let Joe Paterno at least coach the rest of the season. I mean, that's what I would have done. It's best for the team. I mean, you got to think about the team here. The team is 8-1. They're 5-0 in the Big Ten. They're trying to get a national championship, or at least a Rose Bowl appearance. And how much does this affect them? How much can this distract them? I feel like when something like this happens, you're losing Joe Paterno. It's got to distract them a heck of a lot. I mean, he's a legend. So
you're working on a story right now about Tom Bradley, who's been named interim coach. Is Tom the guy, or is there someone who, in your opinion, in the next year, 2, 5 years, decades, can bring this program and this university back to the national perspective of where it was before this all broke?
With the way they've handled this situation, they're going to want a clean house. They want to get rid of everybody who's here and get a new regime in here. So I really don't think Tom Bradley's going to be the guy here, even though he deserves it. He's a fantastic defensive coordinator. Penn State has top 10 in all defensive categories in the nation, and I think they're going to want to go for an outside hire. I mean, I don't want to spread any rumors about names, but people have heard the Urban Meyer rumors. People have heard all the rumors, so I think they're going to go outside.
But it won't be long before people start talking about the fact that this program has to replace Joe Paterno on a long-term basis.
This job hasn't been open since 1966. It's a ridiculous thing, so it's pretty crazy to think about.
Joe, we know you're busy. We appreciate the time.
Thanks.